Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the Divine Masculine, the Polar Secrets deck today. This is a great deck. We can connect with the polar secrets within them, which means the good and the bad, the light and the dark, the struggles and the choices, and all the things they're dealing with right now to see what they want to say. And also, before I started the reading, I had a real block in the throat chakra, a coughing fit, because I feel that they are preparing so badly to communicate. And I say so badly, it's like they want it so badly that it's causing them a cough physically, because they know things need to be released. So they're coughing things out. So don't be surprised if you have a coughing fit or, you feel like there's irritation in your throat chakra, because this is them preparing to tell you how they feel, to talk about the good and the bad. And obviously there is no real good and bad, it's all neutral, it's the way it's perceived. But they want to tell you everything. I feel that's what's coming in, where they open up to you in a very vulnerable way and tell you things they may have never told you before, because they are now feeling much more confident in expressing their truth and knowing that you will understand. It's like they recognise now that you do know what's going on, you are switched on to things, and they actually want to talk about it because they need to, instead of bottling it all up inside. And I feel that's the cough coming through. There, it's all the things they've been bottling up inside, whether it's been for a week or years and years and years, there is all coming out. So when they do come to you and you have this conversation, I feel it's going to be more likely to be a face-to-face conversation. Even if to do that, they need to go on a plane or a train, or they need to create the way for that to happen, that it's all going to come out. It's going to be very truthful, very honest. So make sure you're being compassionate, you're listening, you're being supportive, instead of dredging up the past or blaming them for things or saying how things used to be or should be. Just allow things to unfold. So be their support for them, because they need that too. So let's see what's going on. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What do they want to say? What are their secrets and what do they want to get off their chest? All of it. I feel like they want to talk to you about everything, what they've been going through, what they've been dealing with, what they've been seeing, signs, synchronicities, also things in their life. If they're dealing with a karmic partner or, a boss or financial stuff, they want to open up about everything. And it's been a long time since they've felt confident enough to do that with you. So they're saying, I don't want to make a decision nor take action just yet. So they're saying to you, they do want to make a decision and they do want to take action. They don't want to do it just yet. They're procrastinating. Okay, so they're saying, I don't want to make a decision or take action just yet. So in other words, what they're saying is they do want to make a decision. They do want to take action, just not yet. So what this is really showing me, and this isn't all the message, what they're showing me is they word things sometimes wrong. Or it comes across to you wrong. Because if they said to you, I don't want to make a decision, I don't want to take action just yet, you would grab onto they don't want to make a decision, they don't want to take action. You wouldn't grab onto the just yet. You'd say, why don't you want to make a decision? And you'd start going into ego thinking, why? Aren't I enough for you? What's wrong with me? Why don't you want to come to me? Why don't you want to take action? That's what would happen. It'd be like an automatic trigger because of what they've said. And what I'm connecting is, remember, they are your greatest teacher. So they will say things and do things on this journey that will trigger you. And the reason why is so that your wounds open up and you're able to access those wounds for healing. So it brings up all the deepest, darkest, painful things in you, your deepest, darkest insecurities, so you can heal them. Because they could have worded that a lot different. They could have said, I do want to make a decision and I do want to take action, just not yet. And that's more positive. So what the masculines tend to do is speak in a negative way. And they speak in a way that's the cup that's half empty instead of the cup that's half full. So try and recognise that. So you are the cup half full, the positive light. So see through and beyond what they may be physically saying or writing in a message. Because what they really mean is, I do want to make a decision. I do want to take action, just not yet. It's like they're saying, I'm not ready yet. I'm hoping a better time will materialise or it will be done for me. So what they're kind of hoping is for, if they just visualise everything and hope for the best, it will happen. And it will in time, but they also need to take guided action. So they're waiting for the right time to make a decision or take action, because I feel they've already really made the decision and they've already taken the action steps already in their head. They just need to put it into place in their physical reality. So that means they need to speak to others about their decision. That may be you, it could be someone else in their life, and they actually need to follow through on what they're doing in their head. So if they turn around and said to you, I am going to make a decision, I am going to take action, I'm just waiting for the right time, that's way more positive, and that would make you feel much better and more relaxed than them saying, I don't want to make a decision or take action just yet, because you'll think, well, you're not going to make a decision then. Well, you're not going to take action. And because they're also saying, I am hoping for a better time, or it'll be done for me, it's showing you that they are afraid of rocking the boat or causing a problem or being seen as a bad person. So they're thinking, well, if I just wait, if I procrastinate, if I just wait, because they're putting it off. They're putting off what they need to do. And this is what they've done for a long time, but they know now they can't keep putting it off, because that time won't come until they choose to take action. But what I'm really connecting with this first card is the way they say things sometimes, or the way they word things, can cause a problem, that if they actually took a moment to pause and reflect and observe before they spoke things out, they could respond differently. And it's like they're saying, I wish I could respond differently. I wish I could say this in a different way. So don't get triggered by words they use or things they say or things they haven't yet said, because they need to do things a bit different. I want to grow old with you. I imagine our lives together. And they do. They've been planning this in the head. They've been having fantasies about this, visions about this, what your lives would look like together, what you'd do, the kind of relationship you'd have, where you'd go, what the time together would be like and spent like. So they dream about that. They dream about waking up with you. They dream about falling asleep with you and all the things in between, wherever they are. So your person's saying to you, I imagine our lives together. I do want to make a decision. I do want to take action to grow old with you. I just can't yet, because they're waiting for the right time. So if they said all this to you and shared all this with you, you'd be okay. You'd be like, no problem, take as much time as you need. I know we're going to end up together. So you have to look beyond the illusion and see through the messages and the physical stuff. The same, we are mirrors of each other. And I spoke about this in the early reading, mirroring. So you may be seeing mirrored numbers. You're definitely going through the same things, even if you aren't aware of it. And it's amazing how twins mirror each other. It's not just about the emotions and the feelings, it's physical things. So for example, you could go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. You may wake up in the middle of the night at the same time. You could go to the toilet at the same time. You could have a shower at the same time. You could be watching the same thing on the TV. You could be eating the same food. You could be going to the same places. So you mirror each other in amazing ways and you go through the same things. Parallel thoughts, feelings and situations. So you have this parallel journey. And it really is like you're together in a parallel universe, experiencing your lives together, yet you are in this universe separate. So understand that when you're feeling things, they're feeling them too. I fear that you'll abandon me. That's their biggest fear, that you're going to move on or you're going to abandon them, that they're going to make lots of changes in their life, leave things behind and be with you. And then you're going to turn around at some point in the future and say, I don't want you anymore. That's their biggest fear and their deepest concern. So they're also healing insecurity about that. And you know that's not true. You know that's never going to happen. But that is something they struggle with, and that's something they're healing. I have intimate thoughts of you, intimate desire, intimate pull. So they are drawn to you through the body and the desire and the feelings. They want you. So this is them saying, I want you. I want you as my partner and my intimate partner. They don't just want you as their best friend. They want you as their intimate partner, their truth. You are their truth. So they're saying to you, I want you. I want you in all ways, body, mind, heart and soul, because you were made for me. That's how they feel. You were made for me. We fit together like a hand in a glove. We are one. And I can't let you go. I'm coming. So even though they're not perhaps ready yet to make that decision happen in the physical or take action in the physical, they're definitely coming to you. Especially if you're seeing signs through music, you're receiving messages or dreams, vivid dreams, feelings, emotions. If you've seen the eagle and all the signs, it's a sign that they're doing it. I'm constantly seeing signs. Here we go, signs. I'm constantly seeing signs. Everything and everyone reminds me of you and us. So they are being shown signs about you, being reminded of you, and being reminded of the connection with you. And also it can drive them crazy. They're saying, I feel like you're too good for me. I feel like I don't deserve you, that you deserve so much better. So this is their deepest, darkest fears. This is the polar energy. And they give me polar as well, as in polar bear don't give up. You know, when they're quiet, silent, distant, perhaps saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing. Remember, it always leads to a right, but it's also to teach you to look beyond the physical. But they are saying this to you, you're too good for me. And you're not, you're perfect for each other, but they feel like they're not good enough for you. So there's nothing you're doing. If you're thinking, well, what am I doing to make them feel that way? You're not doing anything. You're doing things right. You're doing everything right. It's their own fears and insecurities they are healing. My social media posts are to get your attention. So if you've got them on social media and you're not communicating, they are putting posts up that get your attention. It could be a song, it could be a quote, it could be a picture, it could be something else. Even if you aren't in communication in that way, if their social media is public or something, they're going to share something for you. You may also receive social media posts in other ways. So you could receive a social media post that's totally unrelated to them, as in it's not coming from them. It could come from a completely external source, but it gives you the message you absolutely need to hear. So remember, it's going to come to you in an amazing way. So if your person is saying, I'm sharing social media posts with you, and you think, well, you can't because of this, this, and this, you'd be amazed how they come. So if you see something on social media and it resonates with you, that's coming from them. Okay, they may not have posted it themselves, but it's coming from their higher self. And they're saying, you're always on my mind and in my heart. So no matter what, you're always on their mind and you're always in their heart because you are one. Remember, on this parallel journey, you are already together. That's why it's in a union. That's why you can feel them, because you are one. That's why separation is illusion. So the big message here, if they are saying things to you, they're triggering, try and see it in a different way. Because if they're saying they don't want something, or they're not ready for something, they actually mean they are, just not yet. Because they are, they are. They're saying, I do want to make a decision, and I do want to take action, just not yet. So that means they don't want to make a decision or take action just yet. They're waiting for a better time. So they want you to know that. So if they've communicated anything to you, whether it's been through telepathy or a physical message or a dream that's confused you in any way, always look beyond it, because they're trying, and sometimes they struggle to say what they mean. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.